Hello, this is Chuck Noonan with Next Gen Radio, broadcasting live from my car. This will be uploaded to YouTube, so check it out. And I'd like to mention what's kind of going on today. It is Thursday, February the 5th, 2015. And I think we have a defining moment here in the history of our country, according a defining moment in drawing lines in the sand on who's the enemy. If you ask the feminists who the enemy is, they're going to say the Republican, conservative, Tea Party, patriot. And if you ask the gay or lesbian groups who the enemy is, they're going to say the Republican, the conservative, the Tea Party, Christian group. If you ask the black population and other Hispanic population who the enemy is, they're going to say the conservative, Republican, Christian, white people. Not just maybe not just white people, but they're going to say that the Tea Party conservative group is the enemy. So basically, our United States of America, including the President of the United States and our generals and our Congress, except for a very few, very proud of Lindsey Graham. I'm not a big fan of Lindsey Graham, but he did come out and call out who the enemy was, but nobody else is calling out and saying who the real enemy is, because everybody wants to attack the Christian, conservative, Tea Party, Republican type of people. And when the real enemy is, as we all know, it's the Muslim. It's Islam. So, Islamic, the ISIL or ISIS, they want to destroy the culture that we have in America, and they want to set up a state to where women have no rights. The gays will be killed. They'll be thrown off the buildings, or they will be murdered. The minorities will be held in check. If they're Christian, they'll be killed, or they'll be converted over to Muslim. And we just can't. Nobody can see that, because the enemy is always the Republican, conservative, Tea Party, patriot person that wants to stand up for liberty and freedom. But that's the enemy. So if you're a gay person, you're going to not attack the enemy who is going to throw you off a building or kill you. You're going to attack the conservative, Republican, Christian, patriot, Tea Partier. And again, if you're a feminist, you're going to attack. You're not going to attack the Muslims who are going to not allow you to drive a car, or allow you to go to school to get an education, or allow you to actually dress in nice clothes. They're going to put a bag over your head and cut you out some eyes. And then you're going to walk 20 paces behind your husband who's got 9 wives. But that's okay, because the feminists will not attack the Muslim. The feminists want to attack the Christian, conservative, Republican, Tea Party person. And I just think it's very interesting to see that this line has been drawn, and very, 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 very few of our leaders are standing with, the people that want freedom, the people that want women to be free, that want gay people to be free, that want, races to be equal, which are the Republican conservative patriots. We all want freedom. I I hate saying Republican because I don't believe in Republican and Democrat. I should not have used Republican, but I have to use that as a term, as a broad brush stroke of that's the language that everybody knows. There's no difference really between Republicans and Democrats, in my view. But anyway, I use that term because the Republicans typically are fiscally more conservative and socially more conservative, so I use that term Republican. But anyway, I'm thinking more of the libertarians want liberty for people and they want freedom for people. But the person that wants freedom for people is the enemy, is being attacked on all fronts. The Muslim will attack and call us not homophobic, but there's another term, Islamophobic. The gays will call us homophobic. The feminists call us pro-lifers, which is a derogatory term. And any other group that just jumps on the bandwagon to attack the people that want liberty, the libertarian, conservative, Christian, the people that just want freedom, for everybody, is the one that's being attacked. And I just, I missed the show Sunday. I was out of the country, could not do a show Sunday, and there's been so many things happen. The guy in Jordan, the pilot that was burned alive in the cage, awful. The Japanese guy that was beheaded. Enough's enough. I am sick and tired of these Muslims getting away with this stuff. And we could end this really quick. I mean, within, it would be like Desert Storm again. Within 100 hours, we could completely annihilate these. We know where all the training camps are. We know all their supply lines. I'm the one who said that, President Hussein, President of the United States, Barry Hussein Obama, basically gave all these weapons to these guys when he allowed the Muslim Brotherhood to take over Egypt and their military, when Mubarak was an ally. But this is, and then it all started there, and it's all crumbled down to what it is now. Now they have a great foothold. Now they have military weapons. They're being trained with the military jets. And who are these other people? When the gay guy got thrown off the building and he didn't die, it wasn't the radical Muslim in the street that stoned him to death. It was the moderate Muslim that just walked up and was like, stoning the guy. So I'm just telling you, these Muslims have got to go, and something needs to be done. I don't know exactly what, but we need to get somebody in our military. It's like they purged all the good generals out to take care of the problem. So I don't know what we're going to do, but open up your eyes, people, and think about who the enemy is. It's not the guy that's a libertarian that wants freedom for everybody. It is the Muslim. And to the Muslim out there, you are the enemy, and you're trying to take everybody else's rights away. And this generation of people that are in office now may let you get away with it. Maybe. It's not too late, but they may. But the next generation will not. They will stand up against it. And that's what Next Gen Radio is all about, is educating this generation and the next generation to make the world a better place, to make the world a freer place, to make the world, these leaders in the world, to be sure that their people have access to clean water, nutritious food, energy, power, education, to make the world a better place. It's 2015. We should all have access to these things. We have the technology to do this, and it's not. The people deserve this. The people were born with these rights to have these things, and it's the governments that are just allowing it to do this. And so the Muslim wants to take us back. You know what they're doing? They're going into those libraries in Mosul and they're burning books, just like they burned the books in the Alexandrian libraries back in the 600s. So, you know, nothing's changed. They're going to try to get us to go back to the 6th century or something, and we're not going to take it. But you need to wake up your eyes. It's not the libertarian, conservative, Republican, Tea Party guy, that you know, that wants freedom for everybody, that's the enemy. Now, you know, if you're gay, we're not your enemy. If you're you know, if you're black, we're not your enemy. If you're Hispanic, we're not the enemy. If you're who else is that? The feminist, we are not the enemy. I mean, every story on Salon.com is about how the conservative party is the enemy. We are not the enemy. The Muslim is your enemy. He is the one that's going to take you out. He is going to change your way of life, and you need to understand that so you can get on board with making things better and standing up. But I want to hear, they say the Muslim people are good people. Where are the moderate Muslims standing up condemning this? Where are these people? You know, we have Muslims in every aspect of government and, you know, leadership roles, universities, doctors. Where are these people not standing out against this stuff? You know, where is Al Sharpton and all these guys? They continue to attack the conservative movement or the conservative people, and you know, but they won't say anything about what's going on in Jordan, or they won't say anything what's going on in the world about how the Muslim is trying to change the world to their sick ideology. And I just had to say something about this. I mean, people need to wake up. So that's my story, and hopefully you're going to be thinking a little differently about how we do things and about the conservative group, and hopefully we're not, you know, people need to shift their focus. I know the media and the President of the United States and some talking heads up there in Washington are always going to try to shift focus on how the conservative, Republican, Tea Party people are the enemy. They're always going to try and be looking out for that. And when you read a story, you'll see that. But who's the real enemy here? I mean, think about that. Who's the real enemy? We are not the enemy. I know everybody's attacking us, but we're not the enemy. So my heart and my prayers are going out to all these people that are being the persecuted Christians and the families of these victims that are being beheaded and burned alive. And I know the Jordanian pilot was a Muslim, but he didn't deserve to be put in a cage and be burned alive. So anyway, that's my story from Next Gen Radio, and thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you Sunday. Thanks. Bye.